Hello Leo, this is your September 15th, September 30th read. For the main read, I'm using the Vision Quest Tarot by Guyan S. Winter and Joe Dozy. Dozy is spelled D-O-S-E with the accent mark. I know I'm probably saying that wrong because it's the second calling for me to say names wrong. I apologize. That's why I wanted to spell it, in case you're looking for it. And for the advice cards, I'm using the Magical Unicorns deck by Doreen Virtue, one of her older decks that I very much like. They're very uplifting, and this box is a little old. Please excuse. The cards have already been shuffled, so let's go ahead and get right into it and see what we got going on here. Okay. Why am I not getting... Okay. For some reason, I have your overall energy and I have your path. I'm not getting... I'm getting to stop before I do any environmental, which makes me think it's very much about you in this sense, and it's very much where you want to go, and we have your energy, the strength of your energy going on here mostly. I feel like it's, I feel like you're mostly driving this situation, and I think that's why. Let's see as we go forward. The overall energy, we got the Father of Fire and the Five of Earth. Father of Fire, like, that is very much, that feels very much like a Leo to me. Very much moving forward, getting things done the way they want to, doing what they want. Fire can also be the center of attention, the fun of the party. A lot of activity. Like, it makes me feel even more now that this situation, you're driving it. You're making the decisions, you're going forward, you're saying, you're calling people, making things happen. You're the one, you're the, what do you call it, activating factor? You're the fuel. You're the fuel, you're the ignition, you're the fire, you're the whole deal. The Five of Earth, it says insecurity on here, but I feel like, especially when I'm seeing the crows pop around here, I'm feeling like it's a lot of lack, which is strange, because I feel like something's, like, almost like there's a void, and you're trying to fill a void, and you're going forward. Although I'm not getting a lot of negative cards here, but I do feel like, even though you're moving forward, and you're rushing forward and getting things done, something is not right. Something, there must be something, like, either you're not happy at work, or you're not happy with certain things at home, or something is, there's something that you're not happy with, and you're just kind of, like, going forth and doing other things, and taking your mind off it, by not centering on it, instead of like thinking about, oh, this is happening, that's happening. You're just kind of going forward with something you really like and something you really love, and that's another part of this driving force. I'm actually going to put out the advice cards too, because what we have going on here, we're starting right in, and it's the major arcana of the Lovers, trumped by the Nine of Water, which is a lot of happiness. It says joy here, but like, if you see, this woman has all these pots of water, which makes me feel like it's like, well, it is water, clearly, and water is emotion. She's right in it. She's like enjoying life. She is having a great time, like male or female, whoever you are. This situation, I feel like there's a lot of passion. Let's put it that. And with Leo especially, this can go into a few different arenas. Like, it may be somebody you're very centered on and you're very much into. It also could be having a lot of fun, going out and doing things. Like, it's for some of you, because I'm getting I feel like this person, like, if this is a love interest, you're enjoying time out with them. You're not just like, it's not just watching movies at home. It's going and doing things. I don't know why I'm getting skiing. Like, is anybody skiing at this time of year? I don't know. But hanging out, doing activities, running, ball, whatever. I don't know. There's something you have in common. You're having a good time. And you're very much delving right into that. I also feel like as you're doing this, the next card in succession is the Ace of Earth, which I feel like you're really, like, to you, I feel like in your sense, because this is kind of separated a little, to you, this person is either you're trying to cement them into your life, or through this situation you have cemented them into your life. One of the two. Either you're trying to get them cemented in, or you feel like you have cemented them in, if that makes sense. Like you've made them a part of your life through this situation as we start the time frame. Very interesting that your advice card above that for this person is yes. It's saying, yes, this is great. Things are going well. Things are going... This is a great person for you. Everything's going as planned. This can be a good relationship for you. What we need to be aware of going closer to the 30th is like all of a sudden it seems like the fire kind of dies out. And I feel like we have that 5 of Earth coming back. Like I said, there's something that's a little off. Something isn't the way you want it to be. It doesn't mean it has to be all that devastating, but it's definitely something is going on in your life that you do not like how it's going. And I feel like this situation comes back around the 30th or closer to the end of the month of September, and it kind of gets you to stop for a second and hold back, and decide whether... I feel like you're kind of deciding whether, like, do I want to keep going with this person? Do I not? For some of you, I feel like you're in a current relationship that you're not happy with, and you're kind of seeing someone else on the side. Definitely comment below. Let me know if that's completely off or where this is actually going. But I feel like for some of you, there's more than one that you're interested in. And the one you may have been seeing for a while, even if it's unofficially, or if it's just kind of like maybe you're dating a few people at once. There was one that you liked, and you've kind of... something wasn't matching. Something didn't work out the way you wanted it to, and you've kind of gone another direction. That's not for everybody. For others, it's going to be something like a job or a situation like that, something you need to do that you're just kind of like, I just want to get away from it for a while, and you're centering on another person, and you're getting really deeply into that relationship for that reason, because you're just sick of dealing with that work environment. Let me know in the comments, of course, which is more effective and which is actually it is for you, because I'm thinking with these general reads, I'm learning more and more that it's like it hits a few different ways depending who's watching. The cards are usually right. You just got to figure out how it resonates with you personally. Either way, though, when we get closer to the 30th or end of the month, I feel like that situation, whatever you're pulling away from and you're trying not to center on, comes back in the fold. For example, if it was a career thing, it's almost like you took some time off, and now you're like, I have to go back and do the job. If it's a job thing, your advice is definitely get back to it, finish what you started, finish out the project, things will be fine. If it's a relationship you were starting, I feel like, for example, if you were seeing one person and you started seeing someone else, or it's something about having someone on the side, if you have someone on the side, I feel like it's still kind of like, I feel like you're having fun with them out, though. I don't feel like you're shy about it. So if that's what's happening, that's interesting. Because I feel like it's a very social time for you. It may even be, don't get me wrong, because I'm also getting this, like they're kind of clearing this up. You may be like a married person, and you have a friend or close friends, maybe or somebody that's like a best friend, something like that. It's a non-sexual relationship, but they're very close to you, and you hang out and you do a lot of things, and you're spending a lot of time with that people, so it doesn't have to be sexual. But definitely, it's something where it's kind of all-encompassing. Like, when you hang out with that person, you're hanging out with that person. You guys are having a great time. When the end of the month comes around, I feel like if you were neglecting your own romantic relationship to hang out with a friend, or vice versa, it could be the reverse, I feel like it's time to get back into the other relationship. And, like, for example, if it's a romantic relationship you were walking away from for a while or taking a break from, like, you need to reevaluate and decide, do you want to keep going with this relationship or not? If it's a friendship you walked away from for a while and you were centering more on the having a romantic relationship, I feel like this is saying, you know, honor your friendships, honor those people who are close to you and have been there for you for your life, and spend some time with them. Like, don't let those relationships fall away or fade away because something else has your attention right now. Make sure you keep them in the fold because they're good for you. That type of situation. In the environmental, I feel like when this comes up, because this is outside of you, I feel like things around you, whatever's kind of getting on your nerves or not working out the way you want, I feel like other things are going to fall into place and things will come back into a better spot. I almost feel like there's certain things around you that either you don't feel you have control over or you just flat out don't, but they're starting to at least develop in a way that they need to. And if they're not getting better, they're at least affording you avenues to make decisions to where you can move your position in the situation to a better spot for you. There might be some interference in the very beginning, like as we're going into that time frame, but definitely I feel like almost like when the interference happens, it's kind of, that's when you kind of take your switch. Like something happens, be it a relationship, a personal relationship, or a business relationship or business situation, something happens where you feel like it's interfering with where you want to go or what you need to do, and you take that time to the side and you full on go and have a good time. The good time is definitely social. So you're either having a good time with a person and you guys are hanging out and just loving life, or you're getting involved in more of a social scene, with a social scene you've used to be a part of more, and you're just enjoying life more, getting involved in that sense. As an overall reading, I would just keep in mind that when this situation occurs, I feel like you're going to step away from it for a little while either way. And I don't feel like it's really a bad thing. If you can, though, I would try to keep like an eye on the situation a little bit. I don't think that's really going to happen in your situation for the most part. Most of you are just kind of going to be like, I just need a break, a total break for a while. When you come back around to it, though, I just feel like it's going to have to be dealt with sooner or later. Enjoy the time that you have, whatever you're doing with your life. Enjoy what you got, but it's definitely going to come back around, and make sure that you evaluate the relationship or situation, decide what you really want to happen with it, and continue on from there. A break is a good thing. And this break, I feel, can actually be a really good thing for you because it's going to help you reset, breathe, step away from the situation. Then when you come back in with fresh eyes, it's going to be easier for you to digest. I'm not thinking you're going to really want to, but you'll be able to a lot better, and it'll be easier than it was. Again, I don't think you're really going to want to, but I feel like either way, most of you will come back and sort it out. Some of you will kind of try to skip past it and just kind of ignore it a little longer. I would say don't ignore it too long, because it's not a situation I feel like is really going to go away. Or at least if it does go away, it's going to have more repercussions than not if you don't handle it. Because if you get in there and handle it, you have more control about the outcome. If you don't get in there and handle it, you're kind of subject to what kind of ends up in your lap afterwards. So that is your reading for the end of September. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear how this affects you, or if this... I know sometimes it depends on where you are in life. Sometimes these readings come at different periods, like it's for the end of September, but if it resonates for you at a different time frame, I'd love to know that too. I know that's happened with me, with other people that I watch. If you have any comments, of course, if you want a reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.